So as promised, guys, we have another article from CBR.com. Now, CBR.com has been shilling for Velma so hard. I mean, they must have as many articles, probably more articles than I do with Velma videos. Let's just be real, right? Like, I mean, I went so hard on Velma videos. You guys know that. I don't hide it. But when it comes to Velma, CBR.com is definitely trying to one-up me any chances that they get. And now we have 3 articles from them. I already released one. If you guys missed it, go check it out. It's on the channel. But this is the second one from CBR.com, where they're talking about how Velma may just blindsided viewers with Scooby-Doo's horrifying origin story. Now, if you guys remember, I haven't read this article, okay? I never read the articles until I'm actually live and recording the video. But if you guys remember, we had a live stream on Saturday Night Hypnosis, our weekly live stream every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We had a live stream, and TJAP Steve, one of my subscribers, mentioned this theory that we have been sticking to since he actually mentioned it. And the theory is that Scooby-Doo is actually going to be brain swapped from Gigi. That's like the theory right now. And I don't know if this article is going to go into that, but I would laugh my ass off if it does, because if it does, that means that these people really watch us, man. Like, they really, really do. Because honestly, nobody was thinking about that I know of anyway, at least until we mentioned it, and then it started to pick up steam. I'm not taking credit for it. Trust me, don't get me wrong. Somebody could have definitely mentioned it, but as of my knowledge, I don't know of anybody who did. But still, I think it's pretty hilarious. So let's see exactly what CBR.com has to say about Scooby-Doo's origin story. Let's see. It says, Velma may blindside viewers with Scooby-Doo's horrifying origin story. Showrunners of HBO's Velma have denied the appearance of Scooby-Doo in the series, a likely misdirect hiding a horrific origin for the Great Dane. It goes without saying HBO's Velma has received some of the worst feedback of any animated show ever. While some bad faith critiques are circulating, some viewers have genuine concerns that the show has missed the mark on the core of the Mystery Gang's appeal. One prominent issue that has been stated exclusion of Scooby-Doo from the series. While showrunners have repeatedly mentioned that the Talking Great Dane will not appear alongside the Mystery Inc. teens, the show is beginning to reveal that all of this might be a ploy. The clues of Scooby-Doo's future appearance may have been hidden throughout the series, and it all points to a horrifying origin for everyone's favorite talking dog. Now, who wrote this? I want to see. Jamal Keels. I don't know who you are. You must be new. It says, for all its flaws, Velma has admittedly brought darker origins to its characters such as Daphne and her crime family that abandoned her, Fred and his emotionally neglectful parents, and Velma with her presumably dead mother. However, it is Norville, not yet going by the nickname Shaggy, whose family history might link to the creation of Scooby-Doo. Norville's grandmother was involved with a military program from the 1970s that sought to swap the brains of infiltrating agents into meddling kids to spy on them. This program was dubbed the Special Covert Operation Brain Initiative, or Scooby. While this name reveal could be viewed as a referential nod to the Talking Great Dane, other areas of the plot point to its signal of its creation. Now again, we've said this multiple times that we feel like Gigi's brain is going to get swapped into Scooby-Doo, because you guys gotta think of this, right? So in the show, out of all the characters who are part of the Mystery Gang, right? Everybody who's there should be there. The only person who's part of that gang right now who doesn't deserve to be there because they're not part of the original gang is Gigi. Everybody else deserves to be there. So you have Daphne, Fred, Shaggy, Velma, and you're supposed to have Scooby-Doo. Why is Gigi there? It makes me wonder, since Gigi almost died from the bee stings, that eventually is going to get to a point where she's going to actually get her brain swapped for some odd reason with Scooby-Doo. Could it happen? Probably not, but I think it would be amazing if it did, because a show this terrible, a show this bad, I would hope that you go full crazy, right? Like, I want you to go full crazy. Like, if you're already a show that's this terrible, you might as well just go all the way. Don't hold back at the end. Go crazy. That's what I want from this show. It says the creation of Scooby-Doo might involve the Dr. Frankenstein approach of mixing dog and human brains to explain the talking canine. Oh, see? Yeah, so they're going for it. The mystery plot of Velma started with girls being murdered and having their brains stolen. The context of the Scooby program, it is clear that it is likely an effort to restart the initiative in some fashion. However, the bodies of the girls are always left behind and only the brains are taken. Thus, it does not appear that the evil mastermind is planning to replace them with government stooges. This can be explained by the reveal that Norville's grandmother learned how to keep brains alive outside the body. While the full plan is not clear, it is not far-fetched to believe that resurrecting the program might involve the villain needing to perform animal experimentation for their goals to be successful. Experimentation that in all likelihood could lead to a dark creation of Scooby-Doo that mirrors Full Metal Alchemist's twisted and memorable episode involving Nina. Further, with the link to Norville's grandmother given the spawn from her research, the connection naturally presents itself to forge their legendary friendship, but in the most horrific way to date. Now, I really do think this is going to be a thing, and I do think that this show is desperately trying to keep Scooby-Doo out of the headlines because let's be real, it's the most predictable show in the world, right? Like there's nothing exciting about the show. Whenever I watch it, I can literally tell you what's going to happen before it even happens. It is that bad and it's that predictable. But for them to be coming out with this article and talking about how the Project Scooby is going to lead to obviously Scooby-Doo's creation, it's obvious, right? Like, I mean, anybody could pick that up, but it's just about who is going to be the brain that's going to go into Scooby-Doo. That's going to be the thing. And I think it would be amazing if it was Gigi. It needs to be Gigi at this point, in my opinion, because that'll make the relationship between Scooby and Shaggy even more, like, strange, right? Like, I would love the fact that Norville's ex-lover would be Scooby-Doo. I think that would be fantastic. It would actually let me give them an extra point for the craziness. Like that's what I would want. It says if Scooby-Doo does appear this season, one question will ring louder than others: why did showrunners purposefully mislead viewers? Well, that's because they think they're smart. One obvious answer is that the appearance of Scooby-Doo is being built as an immense plot twist for the series and that he will be prevalent in the confirmed season 2 of Velma. A Mystery Inc. show without Scooby-Doo was a hard sell to believe, but the visceral reaction to that announcement definitely shows that the misleading marketing worked if Scooby appears in the series. How? How did it work? I don't understand. How did that work? Because everybody can see that that's coming. Like literally everybody can see that this is coming. So when it does happen, nobody's going to be surprised. Like the whole point of having a quote unquote plot twist is that it's actually a plot twist, not something that's so easily seen and that you can see it coming from a mile away that it's not a plot twist at all. Like you're actually kind of disappointed. You know what I mean? Like if this happened, I would only be excited for the fact that it was absolutely insane. Like it was crazy. Like I want something crazy like this. But other than that, I'm not going to pretend like I'm surprised. You know, I could see it coming a mile away. The negative ramifications of actively misleading Scooby-Doo's likely appearance is another issue entirely. As mentioned, Velma has an incredibly low approval rating and has a tough uphill battle, not only against bad faith critiques of the show. Why is it bad faith? Why can't someone just not like a show? Why are we forced to like a show? But also from fans genuinely having problems with the deviation from the core of the characters compared to their usual iterations. While the misleading marketing seems to be designed to hide the major plot twist of a horrific origin story for Scooby-Doo, it might also be generating outrage and thus attention for the show. Even with its low ratings, Velma has seen an uptick of 127% in popularity. Whether people are hate-watching is hard to discern. Now, we need to stop with this. Every single article from CBR.com talks about the same fake 127% number. That number is fake. When you try to use that number in reference to viewership, it's a fake number. That's why they don't say 127% uptick in viewership. They don't say those words because it's not that. 127% uptick in popularity only mentions social media clicks, Google searches, YouTube videos, all that stuff. Like that's what they mean that Velma's word, like the word Velma, has increased in popularity overall on the internet. That's all it means. It has nothing to do with the viewership. And the fact that they keep saying that the show is popular, the show is not popular. The show is infamous. That's the difference. Something can be well known, but also hated. And that's not what popular means. That's what infamy means. So this show is infamous. It's not popular. So you guys got to start using the right word for it. But anyway, it says whether people are hate watching is hard to discern, but it's undeniable that people are enjoying it enough to be one of the most in-demand shows currently. A potential reveal in the season finale of Scooby-Doo might be the last piece needed to change more minds about the show. Again, this whole thing about popularity does not mean that it's the most watched or in-demand show. All right, in-demand show, it's not. Like it is the most, probably one of the most searched shows, probably one of the most hated shows in the sense that you have a ton of YouTubers like myself making videos on it. But other than that, this show is not getting viewership. You know how I know that? You know how I know that's true? Because if it was getting viewership, they would have released the numbers right off the bat. You know who released the numbers? The Last of Us released the numbers. You know who didn't release the numbers? Velma. So until Velma releases their numbers, I don't believe a single fucking word that they say about being one of the most watched shows on TV right now. Flat out, just like that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.